exes, brother, I got my use out of her. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't got no problem letting her go. I done had her every way.
The most powerful men I know aren't loud. They're calm. Not because life is easy for them, but because they're not trying to control anyone else. Mm-hmm. A man who knows himself doesn't need to dominate a room. He doesn't need constant reassurance. He doesn't need to win every argument he has. He moves with restraint. And restraint isn't weakness, it's discipline. A lot of men aren't afraid of commitment. They're afraid of environments where their every move is monitored, judged, or corrected. Power doesn't grow under pressure. It grows under trust. That's why the men who lead best don't force submission. They inspire cooperation. Control isn't about holding someone down. Yeah. It's about mastering yourself first.
I hate to interrupt her, but y'all better get your life together. These AI chicks that are saying the right things. I've had a couple AI videos on my AI channel. You guys check that out. The Wolf Reacts. Who told you that? Check that out on YouTube. That's my AI channel. Some of the fellas thought that the women were real. They were like, oh, she's gorgeous and she's talking the truth. Man, they're writing these AI scripts and they're using your image better than you're using it. And, you know, the message is getting out. You're going to get replaced. Your aesthetic is being copied perfectly. And the words that we want to hear are coming out of the AI mouth. Some of these guys can't even tell they're AI. You better stop getting online with all that sassiness, man, and nonsense. Getting replaced.
The bulk of these men out here are the ones who are ready and willing to settle down, to fall in love, to even start families. The men. The issue is finding a woman that is going to be complementary to that vision, to that reality, to that life. That's the issue. Contrary to popular belief of all of these women saying, oh, these men, they can't have no real woman. These men, they just broken. These men, they just don't want no relationships no more. I wonder why. They don't want the relationships no more. But again, contrary to popular belief, they do. They just don't want it with you. They just don't want it with the women that are available out here. Come on, y'all. Wake the fuck up. Let's be real. Let's be honest. These men are ready and willing to settle down. They got their money together, their lives together, their careers together, their homes in order. They already have it. They have everything but a woman. The issue.
I know that's right. And all y'all out here calling us broke and all that stupid ass shit. And we got property, we got land, we have all kind of stuff going on. We just know to move in silence. It ain't none of your business. We're not gonna get online gloating about it. Ain't none of your business. So you weird ass males that like to compare and contrast, and you females looking for some sugar daddy or some Captain Saver, you know what? You're not gonna find out from us, man. We learned our lesson. You're not gonna know where our money's flowing from and how much money's flowing in. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. That's over time with the woman that we're getting to know to marry. It ain't none of your business. Okay, so if I was you guys, like, don't be out here trying to the floss and stunt on these goofy ass lames, man. Save your money up. Move where you're appreciated, not tolerated. Move in silence. Nobody needs to know the moves that you're making until they're done, right? And you can't even hide it no more. They can see it. But move in silence. Don't let these people out here gaslight you into showing how much money you're making. Ain't none of their business. Let them guess.
Was finding one that, again, is going to match my energy, match my love, match my contribution. And no, a contribution, just because it is matched, does not mean that it's the exact same. For example, the man can buy the groceries, but I'm a cooker. Bitch, I'll buy the detergent. Can you wash the clothes? This man is fit. He goes to the gym. He takes his health seriously. Very difficult to find a woman who want to get her ass up and do the same damn thing. Keep her health in check. Keep her body in order. Very difficult. That's the issue. It's not that these men don't want these things. These men can't handle these.
And to add to what Danica is saying, it is difficult to find a woman that wants to be in shape, but also the ones that do go to the gym are becoming gym addicts. And we're not talking about that enough, because men know how to compartmentalize and when men go through things, it's really not trauma. If they're a real man, it's character development. Women go through trauma. That's why we try to keep them away from that kind of stuff. It doesn't build their character up. It's trauma. It sticks with them. So if you're in the gym fighting demons and you're obsessed with it, I don't want nothing to do with that either. I'd rather get with a woman I got to talk to go into the gym, as opposed to some weirdo who's obsessed with whatever she needs in the gym to relieve her stresses and woes and her trauma. What the hell? You're in the gym fighting demons and you think that's cute? Nah, that's what you like in men. We don't like men. We don't want a damaged woman. We don't want a woman that needs to hit the gym or else what? If you don't get your set in, what's going to happen? We're going to have a bad day. Like, I don't get it, man. So be very careful with the gym chicks. If she's obsessed with it, right? And you'll know. Ask yourself, what benefit do you get out of this woman being obsessed with the gym? She's not going to protect or provide. So her obsession is all for her aesthetic and her ego, right? Be very careful. That's just as bad as a woman who won't work out and uses filters and everything else. We're not talking about these gym obsessed females. They went from one obsession to another. How about they just kick the obsessions? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, get one of these gym obsessed chicks if you want to. You're going to have one or two problems. She's not going to be able to function properly unless she's in the gym all the time, and that's kind of weird. Or she gets super ripped. Y'all don't be thinking about these chicks that be having demon backs and these tricep, these horseshoe triceps. I mean, what do you think that's going to look like crack? Like, why y'all even okay with that, man? It's not talked about enough. You guys that like lean, ripped women, I think you like lean dudes. Like, I don't, why would you want a woman that's ripped? I'm just saying, man, she ain't cute.
Things no, they're having a difficult time finding their reflection, their equal. That's it, sis. You know why? Because again, the bulk of the women out here are indoctrinated heavily with this sprinkle, I'm the prize bullshit. And guess what? You're getting left right there. Because you would not be able to add value onto my life. Too many of us feel like our stock is in beauty and pussy solely. No. Those are standard items. That comes equipped. So that's the issue at hand. And a lot of us are out here being able to really see that, damn, that is the problem and the issue at hand. Men have a lot more at stake and a lot more to lose. This is why men take relationships a lot more seriously. It's levels to that. The men were the ones who were actually in love, actually finding somebody that is authentic. Why? Because if this shit is flawed or fraudulent, this can go very badly for me. So I gotta be on my P's and Q's. I can't be out here just willy-nilly on some bullshit like, oh, but she fine though, and that pussy hit. No, I need more than that. They are the ones who are actively seeking things of substance, but due to the fact that they're not finding that, they're giving up on it. Not that I don't want it. Not that I can't handle you. I just don't want to handle you. I can handle you, but I don't want to handle you. Women are all consumed with, well, how much you gonna spend on me? How much you gonna trick on me? What you got on me is very prostitute-esque. But then we get upset when these same men who were looking for a little bit more substance are like, okay, well, since you want to make this shit transactional, let me see what them times was hitting for then. If you want to play that game, I can play right along with you, but I just thought that maybe you were also looking for something a little bit more, substantial, rooted in love. But women today are like, oh, fuck love. Nigga, love can't pay the bills, sprinkle. When you need all of that shit. Why we can't have love and provision, bitch? What the fuck? But hold on. It's the women that's out here like, oh, well, where the dollars at? You're not looking for anything of substance. When y'all say that shit, it sounds good. Y'all not looking for that until...
Those dramatic pauses, man. Those dramatic pauses. All right. Yeah, you guys smash that like button. Let's keep it going.
You're knocking on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's age until you're hitting on Ebony K's.
I was just cooking that chick, boy. Listen, everything I was saying is lining up with this video, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about that. Man, look, let's go, y'all.
Situation. Now it's like, oh, wait a minute now. Money ain't everything. You know what? I do need some true love, sis. Oh, okay. Let's really clock it, sis, right? Clock it. It's you. And so since you have diminished relationships down to how much money you got, what you gonna spend, what you gonna do, what you got.
That shit smooth as hell, LeBron. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna have to use some of these.
The men are like, okay, well, let me adapt and adjust. Let me either remove myself. You see a lot of men removing themselves, or let me treat these hoes like how they want to be treated. This what you say. Let me see you throw the ass in the circle then. You gonna make it rain? We can make it rain.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna make it rain too. All ski, goddamn. But now you offended though. And see, way too many of y'all don't recognize your role. Y'all are out here creating the very situations that y'all complain about. Oh, ain't no men going to settle down. All these men just want to fuck. Well, I mean, these men ain't outside no more. These men, they broken, they cheat. No. Pump your brake. These men are not broke.
There it is.
Let me tell you that. These men ain't broke.
She giving out our secrets.
Just not spending money.
I don't know how Danica know this. Who's telling Danica the secrets, man? Which one of y'all out there telling her the secrets? We just got through talking about this. Who telling her the secrets, man? We supposed to be moving in silence. Now the women know we got money. Who's telling them? Who's telling them? Some of y'all out there upgrading too quick. You're making it obvious. Slow down, my brother. Subtle upgrades. Subtle upgrades. We're moving in silence. They don't need to know the money. Who's out here telling Danica the truth, the secrets?
Y'all. That's it.
Oh, I like that fair use disclaimer, man. My brother.